Pie is one snack that gets its name from the protein used in the filling. Make this snack with meat, it is meat pie. I made this with chicken, and so it is chicken pie. Look at this, guys, it was so yummy. Let me show you how I made this. Of course, I used chicken. These are some random chicken parts. I'll be taking out the bones from this and I'll be using just the flesh. These are the flesh. I'll add them into my blender. You can use a food processor for this purpose. You can add just a little water to your blender to help your blender bleeds. Once this is well blended, then it is time to spice. Spice with any seasoning of your choice. I used ginger garlic, bouillon powder, chicken spice, and onion powder. You can use any seasoning of your choice. Stir to combine properly. I'll be using this to marinate this chicken. I left this in the fridge for 1 hour. Next, we move to the flour I used. This is all-purpose flour. I used 500 grams for this purpose. I'll be sifting it. It is very good to sift your flour whether you are cooking or you are baking. This will help to eliminate debts and of course incorporate air. Here is the baking powder. I love to sift my baking powder as well. Look at the lumps. If I didn't sift, I won't see these lumps. Always sift your baking powder. Here is salt. In this bowl right now are my dry ingredients. So I will give this a very good mix. Make sure you mix properly to combine. Next is the margarine I used. The ratio of your margarine and flour should be 2:1. The 2 should be for the flour. The margarine should be 1. So I use 500 grams of flour, 250 grams of margarine. You can use butter for this purpose. Mix until it is crumbly, then add half cup of water. This is what I used. Just half cup of water. Mix properly. If you are using unsalted butter, you can increase your salt to about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Here it is. I'll be letting this rest at least for 30 minutes. Let's prepare the filling. I used Irish potato. This Irish potato is very good for your health. You can parboil this and set it aside. I use carrot. Carrot is good for your eyes. It will also help to boost the immune system. Cut into smaller chunks and set aside. Next is cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is very good for your health. It is a very good source of antioxidants. Here is the garlic. This garlic will be grated. Garlic will help to boost the immune system, improve brain functioning, and reduce cholesterol levels, among other benefits. Here is onion. Onion is very good for your health as well. Cut into smaller chunks and set aside. Here is curry and thyme. We'll be using this to spice. Here are all the ingredients we need. In a pan, I'll be adding some vegetable oil. Then the onion goes in. I will stir this until it is translucent. Then I will add the garlic. Add the garlic and stir. Once this is done, I will be adding the chicken. This chicken has been resting in the refrigerator. Add the chicken. You can see it was pink before now. Keep stirring until it is brown. Next is the potato. Remember I said you can parboil this. Sift the water and add the potatoes now. Stir to combine as well. Next is the carrots. Add the carrots and of course stir. Stir this properly until everything is well combined. Next, I'll be adding my cayenne pepper. If you'd like to add powdered pepper, it's up to you. I love cayenne pepper because of the aroma. I love it because of the flavor. Next, I spiced with just a seasoning cube, the curry and thyme, and then a little salt. Be careful with salt so you don't ruin this filling. Mix everything together until it is well combined and then add water. You can also add stock if you have. Next is the thickener. I used cornstarch. I will simply use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and then add water. Mix everything together until it is smooth just like this and then I will set it aside. Back to my filling. This should be done by now. This cooked for about 7 minutes. I will give it a very nice stir and then add my thickener. Add the thickener a little at a time until you get the consistency you want. This shouldn't be too runny, it shouldn't be too thick as well. Once you get the consistency you want, allow this to cook for about 2 minutes and then take it off the heat. I used my baking pan to prepare this chicken pie. I greased my baking pan with some margarine and then sprinkled some flour. Just the same way you would grease your pan when you are baking a cake. In this way, this chicken pie will be able to come off easily. I used 2 eggs for my egg wash. I used both the egg white and the egg yolk. I will simply give this a very good whisk with my fork and then set aside. Back to the dough now. I will simply use my rolling pin for this purpose. If you are making this for commercial purpose, you can use your scale to weigh this dough so that you have an even quantity. If you don't have a rolling pin, don't worry, we can improvise. You can use any bottle of your choice as long as it is smooth. Use it to roll your dough to any desired shape you want. Just look at it, guys. If you don't have a rolling pin, don't worry. We can improvise. The thickness of your chicken pie depends on what you want, especially if you are selling this. If you want it to be a little bit thick or light, it's up to you guys. Next, you use your pie cutter to cut this. I don't have one, so I improvised as well. The shape of your chicken pie is up to you. I made mine just like meat pie. You can make it in circle, you can make it in square or even rectangle. It's up to you. I'll be adding the filling. Add the filling and then egg wash. Once I egg wash, I will be using my fingers to press this down to make sure that everything is well tucked in. Look at it, guys. I will simply lift one side to the other side and then use my finger to press it down. Next, I'll be using a fork to decorate this. If you have a pie cutter, you don't need this because by the time you finish cutting, the shape will show. Alright, I'll be using the fork to make some incisions. Look at it, guys. Isn't this beautiful? One more illustration and we'll start baking this. I will simply use my rolling pin to roll out this dough, then use your pie cutter to cut. If you don't have a pie cutter, you can see what I'm doing. Use any shape of your choice. Then add the filling. Once you add the filling, then egg wash. Once you egg wash, lift one side to join the other side. Make sure you press it down with your finger and then use your fork to make these designs. If you would like any other design, go ahead. If you don't want your chicken pie to have this half moon shape, you can make it to have any shape of your choice. Square, rectangle, circle, whatever you want, go for it, guys. I'll be egg washing the top. This will make it to shine once it's ready. Use the egg to brush. This is where your pastry brush comes in. I added this into the pan that I greased. I'll be using my pot. I will simply add a stainless bowl, then add the baking pan and cover, guys. If you don't have an oven, this is what you should do. If you don't want to add a stainless bowl, you can add salt, you can add sand, you can add little stones, but I found out that these things will leave a taste on my chicken pie. Look at another way I made this chicken pie. I made it in circle. I will add the filling, then egg wash. This other part of the circle will simply be used to cover this. I will place it on top. This is another shape you can give your chicken pie. Then use the fork to make those designs. That is it, guys. This particular one, I will be frying it. 15 minutes later, I went back to the chicken pie to egg wash. When you do this, you will get a very good result. So I egg washed For the second time, even if you are using an oven, make sure you egg wash twice. You will get a very good result. Once I'm done, I will allow this to continue cooking. Remember, it is on medium heat. This is the chicken pie I want to fry. With the remaining dough that my little ones made, I'll be frying it for them as well. This is to show you that you can actually fry your chicken pie and you will get a very good result. Look at that, guys. 20 minutes later, I'm back. Look at it now. Can you see those cracks? Some people will call these stretch marks on your chicken pie. Do you love the stretch marks? Do you want them in your chicken pie? Let me know in the comment section below. Because I greased my pan, look at it. It is easy to come off without sticking to the pan. Guys, this was delicious. This was yummy. Can you spot the shine? It is because I egg washed. Would you be trying this recipe? When you do, let me know how you love it. I know you will love it, guys. I will see you in my next one. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. If you want to see how you can make meat pie, check the description box. I will be dropping the link to the video. Bye bye.